Okay, today we are going to do a project for Veterans Day. We're going to be doing poppies. Poppies, because poppies are a symbol of remembrance for veterans and for World War II. And we're going to start off with, you're going to get a red piece of paper. And on this red piece of paper, you're going to draw out a bunch of different size circles. And fill the page with all of your circles. Then I've got a couple different size Sharpies. You're going to want to use 2 different size Sharpies. You're going to outline the outside of them. That's a bad circle, but that's okay. And then, using the skinnier Sharpie, you're going to come in and go. If you ever get really close to a flower petal, you can see kind of the little veins that are on the inside. So that is what we are going to be working on. Oh, you guys are doing such a great job. Can you cut those out for me? Step 2 is you're going to get your background. And I have a lovely assistant over here who is cutting all of my flowers out. Now in the background, I have different tissue and papers that you can use. Now these papers are painted, so you want to have the painted side up. I'm going to put a strip of glue down, and I'm just going to fill this green piece of paper with strips of more green paper. And you can alternate tissue with a already painted strip. You do want to overlap them. It's a good time. But you need to fill your paper up. And again, however you want to alternate them. This is probably the one time that I'm going to tell you you really do want to use a lot of glue, especially on these painted pieces of paper. As you can see already, they're starting to come up. There's lots of tissue, but you want to fill the whole paper. So I have filled that whole paper. I meant to say, some of you, I know drawing circles is hard. I have found some compasses. So if you would like to use a compass to draw your circles, but we are drawing flowers, so it's not like they're going to be a perfect circle. But if you would like to use a compass to draw some of your circles, you are more than welcome to. Sometimes it's just fun to play with a new tool. So if you want a perfect circle, again, you can do that. Same thing, you want them to be different sizes, and you want to try to get as many on the paper as you can get. So if you want to try using a compass, You can use a compass. For some of that extra space, you might just, like where you might have some space for small ones. So you are welcome to use a compass to kind of draw those. My lovely assistant has cut my circles out for me. Then we're going to glue these on. And they're going to fill my page. And so yes, you can have some run off the page. And again, I would over-exaggerate the amount of glue you are using because we are gluing on multiple layers of paper. They can run off the page, as I've said a couple of times now. Just make sure you're not gluing things to the table. Then I'm just going to draw them here. You want to have some different size inside parts for your poppies, because poppies are those beautiful red flowers. I'm folding them in half because I want to make it go a little bit faster. You're going to need some little tiny ones. Again, I will glue those in. And your last step to this project is the same thing that you did with the Sharpie. You're going to go in and add the little textures of the inside. Little inside designs to the centers of your poppies.
So you do the insides with white?
Yep, to show up on the black. So, it is a day of remembrance, making poppies. I think Veterans Day is really important because without our veterans, we wouldn't have the country, the freedoms, all those good things. So, when you're all done, you can trim the extra pieces off. And here is my final veterans paper.